Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
Hey everybody, it's Liam from the Badcast. I get a lot of people asking me, when the hell are you and Big Al going to come up with your 100th episode? And between, Big Al's black lung and my complete laziness, we've been dragging our feet, I'm not going to lie about it. But to keep everybody happy while we're kind of working out how we're going to do this whole thing, we thought we might go through some of the best moments from the illustrious history of the Badcast. We've come a long way since episode 1, so here are some of our favourite bits from over the years.
Hey, it's Big Al here.
Hey, it's Andy as well.
Liam is present also.
Oh, wow. And we're looking through the square window this morning. Fucking hell. It did sound like play school, didn't it?
Yeah.
Hey,
This is what we like to call the Badcast. This is the first ever episode. And at the time of recording, we didn't have a name.
No, we didn't.
That's right. It's Big Al. It's Andy Martin. It's Liam. Oh, look at us go.
Yeah.
If you're offended by offensive language, it is satire. If you don't like language or, fun, you've got around about 30 seconds to just fuck off.
In episode 73, the Badcast was held at a pub on the streets of Adelaide when we talked to Joost from Holland. Here it is.
So what's the name of your king?
William.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah, William.
What's this dude like? What's his story?
Sorry, what's his?
What's his story? What is he? What's his deal?
Well, he got born as the prince, and now he's king. So it's not that much around him. I mean, it's not like that he went on TV and that he got a billionaire. But no, he's just.
So don't tell me he's married to Kate.
No, he isn't. No, he's married to Maxima. I think she's
Maxima.
Yeah, she's from Argentina.
Oh, okay.
I would say, he's a nice guy. He's really, and he's a pilot. He used to be a pilot for our Dutch national airline.
Okay.
Doesn't he still fly some planes here and there?
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it? This is your king speaking. I will banish you to the dungeon if anybody fucks with me on this flight. I guess that's how they roll.
Yeah, that would be...
Do they still have dungeons?
Oh, I'm sure they probably
We
would.
don't have dungeons. We are below the water.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, right, yeah,
I mean,
okay.
The dungeons really suck in Holland. It's a tough time down there. It's tough.
So what happened? Did your queen die, or did she give it back to him?
No, she just stopped. I mean,
Yep.
I think she was 75, and then she just stepped down. It's a bit of a sorry role as well, right? Being the king. I mean, it sounds interesting, but on the other hand, it's...
Yeah, it kind of sucks, doesn't it? Because you're not really... You kind of own... Even though you're the boss, kind of, you're kind of owned by the people at the same time. You're like public property a bit, aren't you?
Yeah, you are. In the Netherlands, you're not allowed to vote. You're not allowed to pay tax. That's a good thing, but...
Oh, so he's not allowed to vote?
No, you can't vote.
No, right,
No.
okay. But he does have his face on all on stamps and shit, doesn't he?
You got to make up for it somehow.
It's that feeling that, people are licking the back of my head.
Australia must be full of fucking kings because heaps of fuckers don't want to vote. You know what I'm saying? The land of kings and fucking bogans.
But
So every day is King's Day in Australia.
every day is King's Day.
In episode 74, we were joined by Mr. Attitude himself, the Attitude Consultant, while at the Forest of Dreams. Spooky as, here it is. Attitude Consultant is joining us here in the Forest of Dreams. It's like the Wizard of Oz fantasy land that we are here in right now.
Can we talk about you being able to have a wank?
Oh, that's right. We did discuss that during the beer break.
Dreams can come true.
Yeah, I did. I successfully smacked out a wank, the first one in 5 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
cheers, mate.
Yeah,
Well
cheers to that.
Mate, that is fantastic.
Yeah, because I kept it to myself. I pretty much slept for 2 days afterwards. It was that good.
Satisfying.
It was satisfying. And then I just brought it up casually in conversation. I'm like, oh, by the way, baby, I just had my first successful wank. And she got really excited and gave me the high five. And then she kind of stopped at that moment of, what was he thinking about? and then she goes, oh, what were you thinking about? And then she stops herself and says, wait, I don't want to know. And I said, it's okay, it wasn't Miley Cyrus.
Oh.
You should have said, what I was thinking about was wanking again.
Yes.
Yeah. The whole idea just got me so hot.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I wasn't actually thinking of anything. Like, my mind was just too busy focusing on coming, like it had been from the last 5 years.
It was just that motor reg.
What made you think? What was the thing that made you realise you could do it?
Fuck yeah!
What made you think you could do it after so long? You know what I mean? Like, what was the?
It was a residual wank after, like, we took Viagra the night before. So it was that kind of, like, afterwards, like, it's still kind of rock hard.
Right.
But I just dropped
How
dead
long
at
does
work
it stay
and I had
hard
the whole-
for? You know, on a Viagra run.
On a Viagra, it could work about 12 hours, but they say, like,
Fucking hell.
maybe 3 to 4. But for
So
me...
your hammer's just going the whole time, basically, yeah? But for the period.
Well, no, it's not like people have
A
that...
3-hour bonus still is a 3-hour bonus.
People seem to think that you take Viagra and it's automatically hard. You still have to think about it. It's still a thought process.
Ah, right, okay.
Like, it just... Yeah.
So
I
it's
mean-
not like you take the missus to the beach and she hangs her fucking beach towel on it. And she
it's
goes
not
for
like
a
that.
swim.
No, you still need to be. There needs to be arousal. You still need to be aroused.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
what? And then when that happens the first time, then it just stays there. Is it? Is that how it works?
Once it's there,
It's
it's
like-
there.
Well, no, it stays there longer. So you
Okay.
can.
So it's not a 3-hour boner per se.
No.
It's a window.
Yeah, it's a window.
Okay.
So,
So-
can you get it up throughout that 12-hour period?
A boner
anytime that you
window.
want?
Well, no, that's the thing. Like, pretty much after I dropped my cookies, so to speak.
Yeah.
There was, that refractory period you get, that little 5 to 15 minute refractory period where it'll go soft and it's all like, I've just done my deed, I'm going to have a nap before you can... Yeah, that would go maybe 48 hours.
Jesus.
So, yeah, it was like, oh, come on, you bastard. And I'm like...
So what are you
whacking
saying?
it
Like
and-
you can store the boner time. If you decide not to have a boner
Yeah,
for a period, does that rack up like a phone bill style?
yeah.
And you can have a boner later,
You
or
can,
do you need
you can
to...
fatigue boner. So
Okay.
once you fatigue boner,
Yep.
it takes a long time to get it back up again.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
a bit like a cramp? Like when you get the cramp and then it finally goes away, but at any moment it keeps niggling at you like it could happen again at any moment.
Does it ever
Please
happen?
not in the toy department, please.
I've just been lately for me. I'm just thinking like I'm fucking middle aged. Like when like I'm what people would consider old now.
Well,
And
some
I still
people.
feel like that 23-year-old that was just getting
Yeah.
fucking laid every night and waking up in the forest of dreams
I don't know which
drunk.
23-year-old you're talking about, brother, but never mind.
Or you're getting older when parents go, ask the man nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when they call you a man
Yeah.
and in front of children, you're like, oh, shit.
That's the man that did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It's tough times. It's tough.
And I'm going to be an uncle, man. Like,
Hey, congratulations,
no,
mate.
Thanks. That's good. In
Fantastic.
March, it's found out it's big news for the Harrys.
Very good.
So I was surprised. I thought my daughter wouldn't be one to breed because she's a school teacher and a primary
Wait,
school
wait, wait.
teacher.
Did
You just said daughter.
Did you say daughter and also...
No, hang on.
Wait a minute.
Cut that.
I'm just
Cut
doing
that
the math.
Freudian slip.
I'm just doing the math on that
Oi,
one.
oi, oi,
and,
oi. What? No, just repeat to me again. Just repeat.
Microphone cheers, Big Al.
Just repeat to me. Repeat to me for 1 minute what I said, and then I'll amend that. I was surprised. I thought my daughter wouldn't be one to breed because she's a school teacher. No. I can't believe my
Are you moving to
sister.
Tasmania?
Is this some kind of...
No. I'm
So obviously that
No.
first wank worked.
No. Let's just correct it. That was a Freudian slip. Fuck
Sure,
you. My
sure.
Right.
sister. I didn't think my sister would be the one to have a kid, but she is. And like when she told us, when she announced it to the family, I just broke down and cried.
In episode 78, Big Al and I had a chat with the Lizard Man while wandering through the Garden of Unearthly Delights. Here it is now, the Lizard Man. So this is obviously an audio format. So for those of
Right.
you who have not heard of Lizard Man, I can see on your building over there, it's
Right.
modified Marvel.
yeah.
Can you explain to the listener
in-
what they're dealing with here?
Well, in Sideshow, a modified Marvel is a term that's usually reserved for either the tattooed man or the Pierce weightlifter. With me, you actually get both.
Right.
Now, in terms of the modifications that I've made, I've had my entire body tattooed with green scales and black markings.
I was about to say that.
Yep.
So picture up there. How long ago was that? Because
That
you're
is-
not as tattooed there as you are now.
Right, yeah, that's probably only about 4 years ago or so, though.
So it's
Wow,
continuing
okay.
on. You're still getting more
Yeah,
tats.
there's. I mean, right now, I would have to commit indecent exposure in front of a bunch of families to
Sure,
show you the
sure.
untattooed parts.
Sure.
But yeah,
That's good.
basically, if I go to the beach in a Speedo, you can see the little bit of work I've got left to do.
Okay, right. So it's on the
Yeah.
list, though? It's gonna
Oh
be
yeah, it's
happening?
upper thighs are being done as soon as I get
Oh,
home
wow.
from this festival. As a matter of fact,
Really?
He's just
Okay.
got one nut done.
So can you tell us out of 10 what is like the most
Well,
painful?
yeah, you do one, you don't want to do the other.
That's right. Yeah, you have to be different.
Like, no, stop. This is over. I changed my mind. No more.
So what
yeah,
is the most
but-
painful part to get tattooed then? Tell
Oh,
me.
in terms of the tattooing, and everybody I've ever spoke to that has this part of their body tattooed agreed that it's the worst, and it's the nose.
Oh,
the
wow,
entire
okay.
experience is awful. I described it as being punched in the nose with a cheese grater.
Okay.
And
jeez.
I mean, I think most people know what it's like to at least bump their nose, if not get punched in the face. I mean, I've definitely
Oh, yeah,
taken
plenty
a
of
couple
times, mate,
shots.
plenty of
Yeah.
times.
So, if you know what that's like, but just imagine it was like tiny needles over and over again. It's like
God.
sandpaper just rubbing away the skin. And I don't care how tough you are, how big you are, your eyes are going to water up, snot's going to start running out your nose, which is going to make you want to stop and wipe your nose, which is now a raw, bloody mess.
yeah, sure.
Because has anyone got a pimple in their nose before?
Oh,
you know
yeah.
how much that fucking hurts.
It's exactly it. But it's that, and it goes on. It's on and off for about 15, 20 minutes to cover your whole nose. Because
Really?
you're crying. It's going to be like, what the hell's going on? Like, knock it off. Give me a break, you know?
In episode 79, we talk about awkward shoulder rubs with Queensland Dave at the Kentish Hotel. Lay it down, DJ. Be honest, fellas. Do you guys own a G-banger?
Mate, I'm a big guy. Any pair of undies, if I start getting up enough speed, turns into a fucking G-banger.
All right. Dave was like, he looked at me and he was like, oh wow. He's thinking,
He does,
Do
doesn't he?
you or have you ever owned a G-banger, Dave?
Never have, but I did go like 12 years without wearing underwear.
Really? That's fucking right. So just free balling all the time.
And then you have one car accident.
Was there yeah. Was there a reason behind it, or just that's how you rolled?
Just kind of ran out and never got around to buying it.
You never restocked.
He just loves the feel of a testicle around his knee.
Wow. There. I didn't realise that about you, Dave. This is a good segue into a story about Dave here, Queensland Dave, our good mate. You used to have a bad toe, didn't you, Dave?
It might have got a little infected for
He's checking the time.
about a year and a half, I
Checking
think.
the time. A year and a half of infection of a toe,
Jesus.
brother.
It went ingrown, then I kind of ignored it until the blood poisoning got past my ankle.
We saw some photos of this thing, and it was not good, man. It was not good, Dave.
Well, the two doctors wanted to amputate.
Oh, your foot.
They wanted to take
They
the
wanted
toe
to chop off like my big toe and up a bit.
How are you going to hold your thong on?
Oh, yeah. How would you hang your...
Oh, rubber bands. or
Apparently it
something.
fucks with your balance as well, not having your toes, your
Yeah,
big toe.
right.
Yeah.
So what happened, I woke up on the couch hungover one day and my mate's dog had like eaten it right back and sucked all the shit out.
Your fucking mate's dog had eaten you. He'd eaten part of you.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Were
It's
you
like the
drunk?
fish.
Were you?
Wow. Did you step in some peanut butter or something?
So
Then,
you just passed out drunk,
Yeah, then I woke
and the
up and
dog's
it was like,
eating you.
so I just let it go because it was doing a good job.
God.
And did it fix it?
Yeah. Oh, it got it down enough. Then I went to the university and got my toe fixed by Dr. Dan.
Really? There you go,
Second year uni student fixed my toe.
Dr.
Did he
Dan.
really?
And but they wanted to cut it off. And instead of dogging a
Did you
uni
go,
student
look,
fix it."
oi, I'm taking over
Oh,
this
man.
medical practice now. I'm bringing my dog in, and we're going to take care of the business over here.
Wow, that is...
But honestly, I
Fucking
limped
disgusting.
for a year and a half
Did you really?
just because I was lazy.
Do you have any photos of that toe left, Dave?
We'll stick it
I
up.
wish, because honestly, the big toe would have been.
I'm sure that
it's
there's
only
still-
2 inches wide.
I'm sure there's
Wow.
photos like around of that
see
toe,
where it's
Dave,
cut
because
there now.
other people, not you, have shown me that photo of your toe.
Wow, it's that big... Chicks are going, hey, take your out and put your toe back in.
In episode 80, we were joined by Mario from Chile, who taught us about staying safe on the Chilean streets and how you may get stabbed many times. Here it is. So what's the standard kind of crime in
Have you been mugged before?
Yeah, kind of. Not me, but
you mugged?
You can see it every day. Like that's the funny thing when I come
Tourists
to Australia.
or
Everybody. Well, tourists of course.
But as a native, do you laugh?
When I come here, it's so like a garden, like a heaven thing. Everybody trusts each other.
Nobody's stabbing.
You look so like naive, innocent to me.
Yeah.
Because
Have you been out at night?
Yeah.
no.
Go down Harley Street after midnight and
And you were like, oh, it's just like being home.
No. Like you will get stabbed if you're in Santiago at night. Here,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Really?
And normally, like in daylight, they will just fucking, I don't know, like rob you, like.
Yeah.
How would they
your
rob you?
watch.
Like just take a bag from you or something
And
like
they just run, yeah.
Mario, how would I go? Because I'm a big guy. They can't kidnap me.
No.
And they'd need a pretty big fucking knife to stab. I reckon
They will do you like many times.
Oh, yeah.
Just keep trying.
Oh my god.
They will keep trying.
They were stabbing. Oh yeah.
okay.
You got your answer.
Yeah, right, okay. Well, the great thing is, I'm just, keep going, fuckers. I'm here for the long haul.
So do you guys what methods do you use to avoid getting mugged?
Hang out with fat people.
You can outrun them.
Normally you have to, I don't know, like have your things in front of you, your bag, or
Keep an eye on your stuff.
Yeah, don't show that you have like a phone and stuff like that. Don't show it. Just like put it in your jacket. Don't show it in public. Stuff like that.
Really? So if you've got your phone out, it might just get pinched out of your hand.
Obviously, yep. That's like standard.
That's basic shit.
Yeah. It will happen for sure.
That is
Really?
crazy.
Yeah.
You're just standing there.
If I
walking along.
grab my phone, like my iPhone, and start talking, after like 5 minutes, someone will grab it.
Really?
Yeah.
And that happens normally to you.
Yeah, that's normal for me.
Wait, you're
no question. It's like nobody can say that they didn't know it will happen
Right.
because everybody knows it will happen. So you just don't
Do you
do
reckon
it.
it's just the telcos just making sure you don't spend more money, like calling people?
You've gone past what's reasonable. What's a reasonable service agreement or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. Hey, we've got a way.
That's 300 fucking international minutes you've already had. Thank you. Yeah.
We've got a way to make sure we cut everyone's phone calls down to less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine it here? And it'd be just some dude in a t-shirt just fucking yanking
Well,
your
I
phone
did
out
have.
of you.
I've had a phone stolen here as well.
Have you?
Fucking oath,
Really?
man. Well, it's probably a little bit different. Like this lady came up to me crying. Mm-hmm. I was sitting at the pub having a beer at the bleep this out.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there with Queensland Dave, actually, of all people.
right.
Badcast
He
regular.
should have known dodgy people.
Nah, yeah, I bet he did. And this girl came up to me crying, and she says, "I've just been robbed. I need to call someone. To come pick me up." And I went, "Oh shit, all right." And she's crying and stuff, and I'm like, "Well, all right." And so she goes, "Can I just borrow your phone for 2 seconds?" And I'm like, "All right, you can use it." And so I gave her the phone, and she started walking, and I got up and I said, "Oh." You know, you kind of like, I'll just trust her a bit. Like I'm having a beer. I've got my eye on her, and she's kind of creeping away. And she just goes to the edge of the street, which is just not far. I'm sitting on the footpath anyway. So it's, 3 or 4 meters away. And a car comes up, door opens, she jumps in and fucks off with my phone. And the worst bit about it is I was like, oh.
Did you see it happening in real time?
Yeah. And the worst bit about it is I was calling my phone, and she was picking up and answering it. And I'm just like, how you going? Can I have my fucking phone back, please? And she's like, oh, I'm in fucking Hungry Jack's. Nah, just fuck off, mate. And, and she would pick it up, which was making me angrier and angrier.
Yeah.
And at least she was maintaining, she wasn't blocking anybody. I would hate to think that was happening. And eventually...
You let her go because she's using less credit than you were.
Yeah, well, you know what? I was a good Boy Scout, fellas, because I grabbed a stone off the ground and scratched the rego of the car into the road.
Fuck yeah.
I was half
CSI.
pissed as well. I was half pissed. So,
But you didn't have a phone to take the photo of?
and the cops actually eventually caught up with her, right?
Like the
really?
Flintstone.
Months or so later, right? And I
Wow.
got a call it must have been 4 or 5 months later from a lawyer.
Yeah, on the home phone.
Saying, hello, this particular lady is going to court on a range of charges. Basically, if we can take the stolen mobile phone off the list of charges, that would be very helpful to her. We'll give you $100. And I went...
And my phone back?
No phone back.
You didn't get the phone back?
$100 for the phone. I already had a new phone by then.
Oh, you said $100 and a...
Took the money.
I took the money.
You took the money? You took the money?
I took the money. In episode 82 with stand-up comedian Justin Saw, recorded at the second floor, we talk about concealing booze.
If you find yourself any time after about 5 p.m. on the Gawler Central line, you get to see, or even sometimes early in the day as well, you get to see some weird and wonderful creatures. What I love the most, and I've seen this many, many times, is there'll be someone trying to disguise the fact they're drinking during the day. So you'll notice that they pull like the goon bag.
No?
They'll pull the goon bag out of the backpack and then pour it into like a can of Solo and pretend that no one saw them and then just sip at their goon Solo for the rest of the trip.
Jump in the seat.
There's a really smooth way to do it is in the old like coffee cup, right? You get the takeaway coffee cup with a lid, and you have a tea bag string hanging out the side, and just drink goon.
Right, mate, that is fantastic.
It's a really
that's genius.
It's deep cover, man. Deep cover.
Are we able to take notes while we do this podcast?
I'm writing stuff down. Now, I brought my brother-in-law. He's a bit of a bogan. A pair of binoculars that you pour liquor into. And he took them to the Clipsal.
That is fucking
That's
smooth.
genius.
Yeah, I love that. And then, of course, you've seen the bras that have they're like a bladder bra, and it's got a little opening spout,
genius.
if you know what I'm saying. And
the
of course,
the drunkish gets the
Yeah.
Well, only recently I was going to a gig at the Gov, and I didn't exactly have the amount of funds that I wanted for my drinking, so I stopped off at the Thirsty Camel, whatever that lane is there, across from Australia's Pizza House there near the train
we
station.
love Thirsty Camel. They should sponsor us. We mentioned them so many times.
They won't touch us.
Thirsty Camel.
If you'd like to be in the drinks break, please get in contact with us.
Thirsty Camel.
So I grabbed one of the, you get the vodka bottles that are the plastic. They're like 250 mils or whatever. And so I'm trying to find any way to sort of get it in the crotch, and it just makes me look like I've got a giant erection. And so I've gone to my innocent partner, and I'm like, you're going to shove this in the bra. We're going to get this into the Gov, because I've bought it now. It's going in. And sure enough, took one for the team. Stuffed it in the bra, we got that in there, and it disappeared very quickly. So for all you listeners out there, your Mrs. Boob area is the perfect place for drink smuggling.
You've just got to be a bit creative about it, I think. Like, I actually, just recently snuck booze into an event just on the weekend, actually.
It was a child's first birthday, Liam.
No, it was in a backyard. It was I don't want to name the particular event, but
Swan Lake.
Basically, they run live music events in people's backyards, right? But they also have food vans and bars and stuff, and it's all paid for and all that. It's a business kind of setup, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but you're allowed to bring deck chairs, so I just a bottle of wine will fit nicely into the crevice of a deck chair.
Yep.
As it folds up and it goes in the bag, you can get a couple of bottles of wine in a chair.
Genius.
And so that's what I did the other day as a grown man.
Mate.
And of course, this episode included one of my ever so popular power quizzes.
Get ready for Liam's Power Quiz!
Okay, let's get straight on with it, all right,
I'm looking
everybody?
forward to this, mate. It's been a while. Long time between drinks.
There are no real rules or winners in this sport. Just talk.
Justin's caught up on a few power quizzes, haven't you?
Okay, Justin.
No, actually, of all the episodes I heard today,
power quizzes.
did not hear a power quiz.
That's how fucking long
That's
it's been,
how slack
mate.
I am.
Yeah,
All right,
he's
fair
gone
enough.
through
All
2 years of podcasts.
And there's about 4 power quizzes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing
Prestigious, really, isn't it?
it now. When is it not okay to take a phone call?
During sex, that's definitely that's got to be the pinnacle, really, doesn't it?
What happens if you're paying for it?
That's true. You should be
Could
able
be your
to...
other hooker. That's you know what I mean. You've lined her up for the 11:30 slot. You're finishing with your 9:30. You want to make sure.
I'm coming.
Oh, you mean... Oh, right.
Hi-oh.
Okay.
I reckon funeral.
Funeral, probably not.
I don't think that's probably the best time.
No.
Yeah. Unless it's like,
Ma.
Dad, this better not be a fucking practical joke.
I swear there was a viewing.
That was Grandma. We've got the same beard, you fuckhead.
They do. Some people do get buried with their mobile phones, right?
Yeah, well, that's
it's
right.
Super
So
creepy when you think about it. It's like, are you thinking you're going to get buried alive, dude?
Nah.
Is that what the thing is?
No, well, it's browsing history. That's what that is. That is
fair.
browsing
All right,
history. That is
granted.
bury me with that phone, because if anyone sees that, then I mean, like, I can't go to jail. I'm dead. But still, I just don't want. I don't want my memory to be shattered by what they found in the browsing history after I'm gone.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening to that, everybody. That was a bit of fun to go through some of those old eps and pull out some little nuggets there. Hey, the 100th episode is coming up soon. Big Al and I we're working on it feverishly, and it's coming up pretty shortly. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Breaker, and anywhere else that has the Badcast on it. Catch you next time, guys.
Help us buy more beers and sponsor us. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, or badcast.com.au. The Badcast is part of the Ozcast Podcast Network.
Están escuchando el Badcast.
Is that you're listening to the Badcast?
Yeah.
Jeez, I want to fuck him.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.